Hello and welcome to my channel. That is so scary to say. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, obviously, today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test of the brand new Bperfect Cosmetics Chroma Cover Foundation and Concealer. This is the first skin launch for Bperfect. They have a lot of eyeshadow palettes and things on the market already that are like cult favorites, but they haven't really ventured into much else, so this is kind of exciting. So the foundation is called the Chroma Cover Matte Foundation. It's a weightless, full coverage matte finish foundation with skin optimizing ingredients combined together with concentrated pigment ensuring longevity and a matte finish. And it's got hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. I'm kind of scared for the matte finish. I haven't actually had a full coverage matte foundation in a hot minute. We'll see how that goes. And the concealer is a matte liquid concealer that creates a flawless complexion with a velvet finish. And I believe the concealer retails for $19.95 AUD, which is a pretty good price point wise. The foundation retails for $39.95. Kind of mid-range products. The foundation also comes in 36 shades and the concealer also comes in 20 different shades. It's really great immediately to see such a large shade range. It's definitely not a brand who did 34 shades of white and then 2 shades of brown. Like it's definitely got a full range of colors. Oh yeah, and about me, I have oily, acne prone skin, which is why I don't always reach for a full coverage matte foundation. I found in the past that full coverage foundations like break up around my nose like as my skin gets oilier and throughout the day. You know when you put oil in water and it goes all like, it just separates? It's like that, but on my face. The current time is 11:49. So to start, I'm going to prime with the Milk Hydro Primer. This is the box that the Chroma Cover Foundation comes in. Honestly, I'm not really one for packaging usually. I don't really care. I'm just going to throw it out immediately after I open the product anyway. Unless it's really inconvenient, like unless it's gone out of its way to make the product worse for me, I don't care. But this is kind of fun. Look. Also, disclaimer, I did try to film this the other day and the sound was so bad that I'm fully just refilming it. What are you gonna do? So the foundation, it comes in this little tube and the foundation has a lid on it that does nothing. You can't, the packaging is now confusing because the way you pick it up would be from the top because of the way it's in there, like, and the lid doesn't stay on. So it comes in this nice little gradient bottle. It does come with a pump, which is amazing. I hate when I get a new foundation it doesn't have a pump because I just know I'm going to be using so much more of the product than I need to. I'm going to apply the foundation with a sponge on my right hand side and I'm going to apply it with a brush on the left hand side. I am going to start with the brush side. I'm going to take a couple of pumps and I'm using a random brush that I've had forever. It is a BH Cosmetics 123 foundation brush. Oh my god, look at how full coverage that is. Can I just say, I think I got my shade pretty close too. Look at that to my neck. This is blending out really, really nicely. Look at how full coverage that is already. And I'm doing it down my neck. Oh my god, the shade match is actually perfect. It's really nice. Also, I don't know if it's only because I've just applied it, but can you tell that it's not fully matte? Like it's very much like a satin finish. And now I'm going to take another pump or so and I'm just going to apply it directly. I will say already, I think you can already tell it's not as full coverage when you apply with a sponge. Like this is very, very full coverage and this is just shaded out just a little bit. Okay, so that is just my skin right now. Brush side, sponge side. As you can see, it has fully covered up any redness. All of my acne is gone. I mean, it's still there, but it's covered, which is cute. So far, the foundation, very, very impressed. Okay, now for the concealer. After just taking this out of the package, I have to say the packaging of like the actual tube feels quite cheap. Like the lid is ASMR. It's like the fake metal made with plastic. I don't know. Something about it is rubbing me the wrong way.
That's what she said.
Okay, so I'm going to apply it under my eyes, chin, forehead. I'm going to blend out the brush side with another brush. I'm going to use the Zoeva Concealer Buffer Brush. I have a confession. When I did try to film this before, I did use the concealer, and the first time I used it, I wasn't super impressed because I found while I was applying the concealer, it would like lift the product back up, and so it ended up looking really patchy. But this time that I'm using it, it's looking really, really nice. I would definitely say that it's more of a medium coverage concealer as opposed to a full coverage. Now I'm going to blend out the other side with a sponge. It's pretty much applied the same. There's not much difference between the brush and the sponge with the concealer. Kylie Jenner named her baby Wolf. So both products so far, loving this. So shocked by how much I'm loving the full coverage moment. And the concealer, I've had better, I've had worse. It's kind of middle of the road for me since the last time I wore it. It's definitely wearing a lot better. I would personally prefer a product that I think works all the time, you know? So I'm gonna go apply the rest of my makeup and then I will check back in with you guys. I have done the rest of my makeup. It actually took me a really long time because I was trying to film a TikTok and I kept messing it up. So it's been a couple hours now. It is now 1:44 p.m. Pretty much had this on for 2 hours so far. Nothing's really changed. I will say I think the skin might have mattified like the tiniest amount, but like as you can see, it's still pretty much that satin glowy finish. My only commentary so far is I know on the box it says it is a weightless full coverage matte finish foundation. Full coverage, check. Matte finish, check-ish. Weightless, don't think it feels weightless. I can definitely tell I've got a full face of makeup on. The concealer has definitely dried down matte. I did put a tiny little bit of powder on my chin and just right under my eyes. It doesn't look dry or cracked or anything, but it is definitely like dried down matte, way more so than the foundation has. So that was my 2-hour check-in. So far, so good. And I will be back in a few hours. So back again. It is now 5:30. Get your tail out of the way. Hey, Wilby. Which means I've had this on for maybe 6 hours-ish now, almost. And honestly, it's looking very good. You can see it still looks really glowy. Like I was expecting it to go super, super matte. The coverage is definitely still there. What's been great is that although my skin is getting really oily, the foundation hasn't like broken up or anything. Yeah, so this is 6 hours wear so far. I'm about to go to the Schitt's Creek quiz night. Wish us luck. And then I will check in with you guys when I get back. Hello again, final check-in. It is 10:26 p.m. Just went to Schitt's Creek trivia and we did not come last, so I call that a win.
Not David.
The foundation is holding up pretty well. It's now been 10 or so hours, just over 10 hours since I put it on. I was wearing a mask earlier, and obviously because I didn't really set my face, it did wear a little bit on my mask as well because, again, the foundation doesn't dry down fully matte, so it definitely rubbed a bit. You can see around like where I'm breaking out a bit on my chin. I feel like just like the tiniest amount of like redness and stuff is starting to come through. Like it's starting to wear off a little bit in those areas. As far as wearing a foundation for 10 hours goes, I think this has actually held up pretty nicely. Again, as much as this promises a weightless finish, I can 100% tell that I'm wearing foundation. I can feel it on my skin and I'm really excited to wash my face. If I was to give it a rating out of 5, so lasting power, 4.5. I think it's done pretty well. I think if it held up a little bit better against my mask, I would be giving it a 5. For finish, I would probably give this a 3.5. I really, really, really liked the finish. The satin finish I think is really beautiful, but I can't really give it any higher solely because it doesn't do exactly what it says it's gonna do. Like if you were wanting a matte foundation and you got this and it ended up being a really satin finish, I think you would probably be disappointed. Otherwise, I did actually really like this, and I will be reaching for this when I do need a full coverage foundation. The concealer, on the other hand, kind of feel like I was a bit underwhelmed. I feel like I don't have anything crazily good or crazily bad to say about it. It's just kind of in the middle of the road for me. So those are my final impressions of the brand new Bperfect Cosmetics Chroma Cover and Concealer collection. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was helpful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. It is really helpful for me and I very much appreciate it. And also make sure to subscribe if you want to. Otherwise, I am very much ready to take this off of my face and I will catch you in the next one.